What if I told you this? The weakness you feel in your legs might also be quietly draining away your manly strength. I know it sounds unusual, but if your legs are constantly tired, trembling, or simply don't have the same power they once did, don't rush to blame age alone. There may be something far deeper at work, something silently stealing the very circulation and vitality that defines your health as a man. Here's the truth that most men are never told. Weak legs are not just a sign of getting older. They can be an early warning signal that your blood flow, especially to the most vital areas of your body, is no longer working as it should. Think about it. When circulation to your legs slows down, it's often a red flag that those sensitive, essential regions are also not receiving enough blood. And when that happens, it doesn't just mean sore calves or aching feet. It can quietly unravel your confidence, your performance, and even the quality of your daily life. So before you brush off weak legs as just aging, hear me out. Because in the next few minutes, you will discover simple everyday foods, common fruits, leafy greens, and even one powerful drink that can naturally restore healthy blood circulation without risky shortcuts. If that sounds valuable to you, I invite you to stay with me until the end. This knowledge could protect not just your legs, but your vitality as a whole. And if you've ever felt your legs slowing you down, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, I truly want to know. Before we continue, take a second to like this video, subscribe to Wise Elders Tales, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next story that could change your health and your life. Welcome, my friend, to Wise Elders Tales. Let's begin with the very first fruit, blueberries, a true superfood that not only strengthens tired, aging legs but also supports male performance in the most natural way. Small, sweet, and almost ordinary at first glance, yet these little berries carry a power that can surprise even the most skeptical. Think of how easy it is, just a handful tossed into your morning oatmeal or blended into a smoothie without a second thought. But inside that handful lies something extraordinary. Blueberries are loaded with anthocyanins and flavonoids, the plant compounds that give them their deep blue color. More importantly, they act like an invisible army of tiny guardians, defending the very highways of your bloodstream. Here's why that matters. As the years pass, stress, aging, and poor diet begin to damage the delicate inner lining of your arteries. Scientists call this oxidative stress. Imagine it like rust slowly creeping along the inside of a pipe, making it stiffer, weaker, and less able to carry water. In your body, that rust blocks blood from moving freely, not just to your legs and heart, but also to those sensitive areas that define a man's vitality. Blueberries fight back. Their antioxidants protect the artery walls, calm hidden inflammation, and restore what experts call endothelial function, the smooth, healthy activity of the artery's inner lining. When this system works well, blood flows freely, muscles receive the oxygen they crave, and both physical and intimate performance improve naturally. This isn't just theory. A long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 25,000 men. It found that those who regularly ate foods rich in flavonoids, especially berries like blueberries, were 14% less likely to experience circulation-related male problems compared to those who rarely ate them. 14%. That's not just a number, it's the quiet proof of how one simple habit can change a life. And I remember one man in particular, Frank, a retired firefighter in his 60s. After a routine heart check, his doctor suggested adding more berries into his diet. So Frank began sprinkling a small handful of blueberries over his breakfast every morning. Within just a few weeks, he noticed something remarkable. His morning walks felt easier. His joints felt less stiff. And in his own words, he felt more awake, more confident, more alive. It wasn't a miracle pill. It wasn't an expensive treatment. It was just food, real, natural food, doing its quiet work inside his body. That is the power of blueberries. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just a simple daily choice. So tomorrow morning, when you stand in front of your kitchen counter deciding what to eat, try a small bowl of blueberries. Mix them into cereal, stir them into yogurt, or eat them plain, fresh or frozen, it doesn't matter. What matters is making it a ritual, Because circulation doesn't just fuel your legs. It fuels your life. Now, let's shift from berries to something green, spinach. It might be sitting quietly in the crisper drawer of your fridge, waiting to be noticed. Most people think of spinach as rabbit food, or they remember the cartoon Popeye, who gulped it down for instant muscles. But in real life, spinach holds one of nature's most powerful secrets for circulation. And that makes all the difference, especially if your legs feel heavy, sluggish, or weaker than they used to. Here's why. Spinach is rich in natural nitrates. Once inside the body, these nitrates transform into nitric oxide, a gas molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen. Picture a tight garden hose suddenly loosening so water can flow freely again. That's exactly what nitric oxide does to your arteries. When arteries open up, blood moves more easily down to your legs, and yes, to those regions that quietly define a man's confidence and intimacy. This isn't just theory. Research from the University of Exeter showed that even small amounts of nitrates from leafy greens like spinach can improve muscle oxygenation and endurance in older adults. Simply put, your legs don't tire as quickly, and your muscles recover faster. And here's something striking: nitric oxide is the same compound used in certain prescription medications for circulation and male performance. But with spinach, you get that support naturally, no side effects, no dependency. That's why many nutrition experts call spinach nature's hidden key for men's health. I'm reminded of Jerry, a retired truck driver at 67. For years, he gave up simple joys like gardening or walking with his grandchildren because after just a few minutes, his legs would ache and burn. Doctors told him it was just aging. But when Jerry started blending spinach into his morning smoothies and slipping it into his lunchtime wraps, something remarkable happened. He found himself with more energy, fewer cramps, and, what surprised him most, a quiet return of confidence in the bedroom. And if you're thinking, I'm not the salad type, don't worry. You don't have to eat bowls of raw leaves. Toss a handful of baby spinach into a fruit smoothie, you won't even taste it. Sauté it quickly with garlic and olive oil, it shrinks down into a delicious side for eggs, pasta, or even a burger topping. It's simple. It's affordable. And it's something you can start today. Next, let's peel back the truth from some of the juiciest fruits of all, citrus. Oranges, lemons, limes, they're refreshing, tangy, and bright. But beneath their vibrant flavor lies one of nature's most powerful gifts for blood vessels. And if your goal is better circulation, for your legs, or for your manly vitality, then citrus delivers health and taste in the same bite. The real hero here is vitamin C. We all know it boosts immunity, but what many don't realize is that vitamin C is also essential for building and maintaining strong, flexible arteries. It helps your body produce collagen, the protein that gives arteries their structure and elasticity. Without enough, blood vessels can become fragile, stiff, and prone to damage. Picture this, trying to pump water through an old, cracked garden hose. That's what happens when blood vessels lose their resilience. Poor circulation means legs fatigue faster, walking feels harder, and yes, blood flow to other sensitive regions is compromised too. But citrus doesn't stop at vitamin C. These fruits are also packed with flavonoids, natural compounds that reduce inflammation and improve endothelial function, the very mechanism that allows arteries to relax and blood to move freely. In simple terms, citrus helps everything flow better. And science backs this up. A large study led by Harvard and the University of East Anglia followed over 50,000 men. The results? Those who consumed the most flavonoids from citrus had a 14% lower risk of circulation-related male issues compared to those who ate little to none. 14%, an edge that can mean the difference between slowing down and staying confident as the years go by. I've also seen this come alive in real stories. Take Tom, a retired teacher in Arizona. Every morning, he began his day with nothing more than a fresh orange. He didn't change much else. Yet within a month, he noticed his legs no longer ached during his walks. He no longer dragged his feet with fatigue. And with a playful smile, he admitted he felt 20 years younger when the lights went out at night. Coincidence? Maybe. But the science suggests otherwise. So if you've got oranges or lemons sitting in your kitchen, use them. Squeeze a few drops of lemon into your water. Peel a tangerine for an afternoon snack. Simple choices, but for your circulation and your confidence, they might just be some of the smartest steps you'll ever take. Now, let's turn to something most people toss aside without a second thought: beet greens. Yes, the leafy tops of the beetroot. While many cut them off and throw them away, these humble leaves may be one of the most powerful circulation boosters you've never eaten. Beet greens are far more than just salad material. Hidden inside those leaves is a natural cocktail of nutrients designed to restore blood flow, ease leg fatigue, and even support healthy function in ways you might not expect. Think of them as nature's medicine for your arteries. Like spinach, beet greens are packed with natural nitrates. Once inside the body, these convert into nitric oxide, a gas that signals your arteries to relax and open wide. The result? Better circulation, more oxygen, more nutrients flowing to your legs, your heart, your brain, and yes, to the most vital areas of a man's body. When the arteries widen, everything works better. Simple and powerful. But beet greens come with a unique bonus: magnesium and potassium. These two minerals are essential for strong muscles and healthy nerve function. If you suffer from leg cramps at night or heavy, tired legs during the day, chances are you're low on one of them. Beet greens deliver both in every serving. And the science is clear. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Nitric Oxide showed that older adults with peripheral artery disease, when consuming nitrate-rich greens like beet leaves, experienced significant improvements in walking endurance and reduced leg fatigue. Stronger legs, less pain, and more freedom to move through the day without constant stops. I remember Walter, a retired postal worker, age 72. He couldn't walk half a block without needing to sit down. He laughed at the idea that food could help. But after his wife began sautéing beet greens with garlic and olive oil each evening, Walter noticed something astonishing. Within a month, he could walk 3 full blocks without his cane. He told me it felt as if someone had oiled his joints and set his legs free again. So next time you buy beets, don't throw the leaves away. Wash them, chop them, and cook them just like spinach. Sauté them, add them to soup, or even blend them into a smoothie. They're inexpensive, nutrient-rich, and maybe one of the simplest ways to lighten the load on your circulation while powering up your legs. But the story of beets doesn't end with the leaves. Let's look at the root itself, the part most people know. For years, beetroot has gained popularity not just for its earthy sweetness, but for its role in sports nutrition and heart health. And for good reason. Beetroot is like a natural performance enhancer for circulation. Like the greens, the root is high in nitrates. But because it's denser, it delivers them in a more concentrated dose. When those nitrates become nitric oxide, arteries expand, circulation improves, and muscles receive richer, oxygen-filled blood, including the muscles in your legs and the ones responsible for male vitality. Athletes have used beet juice for years to boost stamina and performance. But you don't need to run marathons to reap the benefits. For older adults, especially those battling heavy legs, cold feet, or sluggish circulation, beetroot can be a game changer. A clinical trial published in Hypertension found that just 1 glass of beet juice a day significantly reduced blood pressure and improved vascular function in adults over 60. Not a supplement, not a drug, just the quiet power of a simple root. I think of Leon, 69, who never believed in food therapy. But after his daughter convinced him to try, he began drinking beet juice in the morning. Within weeks, Leon noticed he no longer gasped for air climbing the stairs, and his legs carried him farther without that dragging heaviness. What stunned him even more was the subtle return of confidence at night, something he thought age had taken away for good. The beauty of beets is in their versatility. Roast them for a flavorful side, boil them, slice them into salads, blend them into smoothies, or sip a small glass of beet juice in the morning. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just add smart, targeted foods that help your blood do its job. And here's the best part: when you eat both the root and the leaves, you unlock the full potential of the plant. Together, they deliver a complete solution for circulation, from top to bottom, restoring energy, endurance, and that quiet confidence every man deserves to keep. And now, let's close with one final addition to your daily routine. A drink as bold in color as it is in power: pomegranate juice. With its deep crimson hue and sweet tart flavor, it may look like just another fruit juice. But hidden inside is one of the most concentrated blends of antioxidants known to science, making it one of the most effective allies for blood circulation you can find. What sets pomegranate juice apart is its richness in polyphenol. These compounds are celebrated for their ability to reduce inflammation and strengthen endothelial function, that fragile inner lining of your blood vessels we've spoken about before. When that lining is healthy, blood flows freely. When it's damaged, circulation stalls, arteries stiffen, and complications creep in, from weak legs and cold feet to diminished male function. But here's where pomegranate juice truly shines. While many foods help your body produce nitric oxide, pomegranate helps protect and preserve it, keeping your arteries open and relaxed for longer. This makes it the perfect complement to the foods we've already discussed. And the research is compelling. A randomized clinical trial published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that men who drank pomegranate juice daily reported measurable improvements in function and overall satisfaction. Not a miracle, just a steady, meaningful change. And let's not forget the heart. Pomegranate juice has been shown to lower blood pressure, slow the buildup of arterial plaque, and improve cholesterol balance. A healthier heart means healthier circulation, flowing all the way from the tips of your toes to the very core of your vitality. I think of Harold, a 74-year-old grandfather of 5. He began drinking a small glass of pure pomegranate juice each morning, simply for heart health. But within weeks, he noticed the numbness in his feet easing, his energy rising, and, he laughed when he told me this, he felt like his younger self had quietly returned in the most intimate part of life. If you decide to try it, make sure you choose 100% pure pomegranate juice, unsweetened. The flavor is a little tart, yes, but you can dilute it with water or blend it into a smoothie to soften the taste. Just 4 to 6 ounces, about 120 to 180 milliliters, a day is enough. So while it may appear to be nothing more than a glass of red juice, in truth, it is working silently within you, nourishing your arteries, boosting circulation, and rekindling strength in the parts of your body that matter most. So here we are, my friend. We've journeyed through blueberries, spinach, citrus fruits, beet greens, and roots, and finally, the ruby red power of pomegranate juice. Each of these foods may seem simple, ordinary even, but together they form a quiet army, protecting your circulation, strengthening your legs, and restoring the vitality that so often slips away unnoticed as the years go by. What's remarkable is this: the solution isn't hidden in an expensive pill or locked away in a risky treatment. It's right there in the produce aisle, waiting on your kitchen counter, ready to go to work inside you. A handful of blueberries stirred into yogurt. A small serving of spinach sautéed with garlic. An orange peeled in the afternoon. A glass of beet juice or pomegranate blended into your morning routine. These aren't radical changes. They're small, daily choices, and yet, they have the power to rewrite the story of how you age. I want you to remember something: circulation is life. Every beat of your heart, every step you take, every spark of confidence you carry, it all depends on the free flow of blood. When you nourish that flow, you're not just protecting your legs. You're fueling your mind, your energy, your relationships, your independence, and yes, your manhood itself. Think of Walter walking further without his cane. Think of Jerry gardening again with a smile. Think of Harold laughing as he found his younger self returning. These aren't just stories. They're reminders that the body responds when we give it the right fuel. So here's my invitation to you: tomorrow morning, don't reach for the same old habits. Choose one small change. Add one of these foods. Let it become part of your life. And watch what happens, not in a day, not in a week, but slowly, steadily, as strength and confidence return to your body. If this message spoke to you, I'd love to know. Leave a comment below, type 1 if you've ever felt your legs slowing you down, or 0 if you haven't. And if you found value here, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Wise Elders Tales. Because every week, we bring you stories, science, and wisdom designed to help you live not just longer, but stronger, freer, and more alive. This is the journey we walk together. And I'm grateful you've taken these steps with me today.